Attention, attention. This is Operation Pronto, episode 11. And I want to talk about something extremely important. Time is important. Let me start this with a story real quick. A real one to begin with. A story that taught me every single thing I need to know about time. I was a kid, perhaps maybe 4 foot, 5 foot, I don't know how tall. But I was standing by the edge of the swimming pool. The deep end looked like the ocean to begin with. And without warning, my swimming instructor grabbed me by the hand, walked me to the edge, and threw me into the deep end. No countdown, no instructions, no tutorial, and that was it. In that moment, I learned what real time feels like. I learned what real time felt like in the moment. When your head is on the water, when your lungs start burning, when you don't have the luxury to plan, research, hesitate, or overthink, you have one option: sink or swim. And it's that simple. And I didn't swim because I was ready. I didn't swim because I was trained. I swam because time was running out. I survived not only because of skill, but because the clock forced me to perform. I'm going to say that again. I survived not because of skill, but because the clock forced me to perform. And this is why time is important. This is why urgency matters. This is why pressure is a gift. Time is important. I'm going to break it down in this episode and you're going to understand exactly why time is important. So sit back, grab your popcorn, grab your favorite meal, grab your favorite drink, and sit back and relax and watch this podcast that you're going to listen to wholeheartedly. Before we begin, I got to get me a little bottle of water. It's been a minute since I did water this. Let's talk about first what time reveals. Time doesn't create characters, it reveals it. When time is loose, people procrastinate. When time is tight, people transform. Most people don't lack ability, they lack urgency. Time is essential, essential is time. Time is water, water is time. Time is air, time is life. Life is time, and air is time. Time is money, and money is time. When you know that time is limited, you stop playing games. And that's what a lot of people don't know. A lot of people sit back and live their life like time is this unlimited supply of something that could never burn and get wasted. When you understand what time is, you're gonna stop playing games and you're gonna get serious about life. And I'll tell you about the brutal truth I have about time. Most people don't run out of opportunity, they run out of time. Time is the great equalizer, the great humbler, the great revealer. You think life is beating you? No, the clock is. What you give your time to is what you become. Time is the sculptor. Give your time to laziness, you become weak. Give your time to gossip, you become foolish. Give your time to discipline, you become dangerous. Give your time to learning, you become wise. Your future is hidden in how you spend your minutes and your seconds. Yes, the seconds even matter, if you didn't know already. I'll talk about another thing, the enemy of time, which is simple. It is strictly distraction. Your phone stole more minutes and time from you this year than your enemies ever could in their whole lifetime. Distraction is silence, scrolling, comparing, overthinking. Every wasted minute is a brick removed from your future. I advise you to use your time wisely. Let's talk about speed. Speed doctrine. Speed multiplies time. Slow movers get punished. Fast movers get rewarded. Execution is a race against the clock. He who moves fastest usually wins. Do more with less time. Most people are not busy, they're just simply inefficient. They try to kill 2 birds with 2 stones instead of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And I'll show you on my whiteboard I have here today. Forgive me for my drawing. My drawing is not the best, but I'm gonna try my best to make sure this works out the best way. I know a lot of people watching this, they're asking, what is this he's drawing? What is this he's drawing? He's drawing on an episode of Operation Pronto? I'm going to show you what most people do with their time, if you don't already know. We have person A. Person A, he's gonna gather 2 stones to kill 2 birds. How is he gonna do this? I'll tell you exactly how he's gonna do this. He's gonna throw the first stone to hit out this bird, maybe in the stomach or whatever, you know? And that same person, he's gonna throw the next one to hit the same bird. That time and effort it took him to carry the stone and throw and sling it at one of the birds is gonna cost him time. Not only that, his joints is gonna pain him in his hand. Not only that, he could perhaps miss the shot and alert the other bird that, hey, he just threw a stone at my friend. So what's gonna happen? And perhaps he missed. What's gonna happen? This other bird is gonna fly away out of town. He's gonna probably go to fucking Mars. He's gonna go to Jupiter. He's gonna go somewhere else. And guess what? This guy that hit this bird with 1 stone ended up getting nothing in return. This bird probably didn't get hit. They just got alerted. Now let me show you what a real guy does. A real guy, if he saw 2 birds, this is what he's gonna do. Instead of using 2 stones, this is what he's gonna do. He's gonna wait some time, wait till they line up perfectly, and they're like, you know, the distance is right and everything is right. What he's gonna do is gonna say, I don't need this first stone. All I need is 1 stone to achieve the same result that the other guy wanted to achieve. Person B is gonna do this. He's gonna throw this stone at the back of the wall. It's gonna bounce off. Boop. It's gonna hit the first bird. Boom. Ricochet over the other bird. Boom. And guess what? Both birds are defeated with just 1 stone, 1 throw, 1 decision, 1 time, 1 everything. And that is all you need to do with your time. Be more efficient with your time, and I promise you, you're going to be successful in every single thing you do. The key word is efficiency. That is what you need. They try to kill 2 birds with 2 stones instead of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. That is redundant. That is slow. Stop spreading your tasks across the whole day. Compress them, stack them, and squeeze. When you compress time, you expand life. And I'll give you another example. Let me show you this for a second, because one of you needs to actually see this to actually understand that you need to do better with how you manage every single thing you manage. We have Sunday, we have Monday, we have Tuesday, we have Wednesday, we have Thursday, we have Friday, we have Saturday. Days of the week. Super simple. I'll give you an example. Most people say they're gonna do their laundry on a Sunday. That's completely fine. I'm gonna put numbers. Numbers will make more sense. I'm gonna put number 1 for laundry. Most people say they're gonna cook on Monday. I'm gonna put number 2 for Monday. Most people say they're gonna check their emails for Tuesday. I'm gonna put a 3 for Tuesday. Most people say they're gonna handle some phone calls on Wednesday. I'm gonna put a number for phone calls. Most people say they're gonna do the laundry. They're gonna clean up their room on a Thursday. I'm gonna put a 5 for Thursday. Most people say they're gonna go to the gym on a Friday. I'm gonna put gym for Friday. Most people say they're gonna handle that appointment on a Saturday. I'm gonna put a 7 for appointment. This person that's spread across all the activities and all the things he needed to do in all these separate boxes of days, is he really efficient in what he's doing? I want you to sit back and think for yourself. How efficient is this person? Because I'll tell you something. He is not efficient. He could achieve way more with less time. This is just a waste of time. Spreading every single thing you need to do across the days, acting like you're busy. When you get done with this number 1 thing that you wanted to do, guess what? You have this remainder of your day that is completely empty. of you doing nothing. I don't know what you're doing with that time, probably watching a movie, Netflix and chilling, or doing something that's completely irrelevant to the trajectory of where you're trying to get to in life. So what do you do instead of this? I can tell you exactly what you do. Instead of putting all these numbers, all these tasks, all these compliances, all these things that you should be getting done within a couple hours, instead of spreading them across the whole week, wasting time that you don't have because you think time is completely unlimited and you think you can have your time back, instead of spreading every single thing across all those days, this is what you should do. Sunday, I'm gonna cook my food. Sunday, I'm gonna do my laundry. Sunday, I'm gonna go do my emails. Sunday, I'm going to go to the gym. Sunday, I'm going to go to the park and handle that appointment I had. 6. That's about 6 things already. What else could I do on a Sunday? I could go handle some emails. I could clean my room. So I put 7 things that needed to get done in one day. That is the equivalent of hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. As opposed to it being 2 birds with 1 stone, it is 7 birds with 1 stone. And the stone represents 1 day. And that 1 day is Sunday. How much more do you think this kind of person or individual could achieve over his lifespan or over the course of a year if he handled his time like a professional and said, I am going to do 7 things in 1 day, as opposed to doing only 1 thing in 1 day and spreading across every single thing I wanted to do across the other days to act like I was busy. Now that I put every single thing I need to do in 1 day, I don't have the luxury time to say, oh, let me go Netflix and chill. Oh, let me go out to the park to waste more time. I have done every single thing I need to do in 1 day, and now I have time. Let me put number 8. I have time to reflect back and say, you know what? Monday, I have a free day Monday. What could I put next in my Monday to make it effective? Oh, I'm going to do the same thing. 1, I'm going to go to my job. 2, I'm going to hand out some flyers. 3, I'm going to go to the grocery shop. 4, I'm going to take my boxing classes seriously. 5, I'm going to go to the gym. 6, I'm going to send out those emails. 7, I'm going to do some cold calls. 8, I'm going to work on my business. Now, this individual is working endlessly well just to get to where he needs to be. This is far more efficient, and this right here is a solution. Squeeze and compress your time into 1 day. Do as much as you can so you can be proud of the day that you have, rather than wasting your time on ineffective stuff that wastes your time on a consistent base. That is what you should do. Same task, but it is compressed. You have 1 stone hitting all of this in 1 day, which makes more time, which makes more sense. You don't need more time, you need better execution. I'll give you another example. Most people say they're gonna clean up their room. And what do they say when they do that? They say, oh, Monday, I'm going to clean my floors in my room. Monday, I'm going to clean out the windows. Tuesday, I'm going to clean out the ceiling. 4, I'm going to take out the trash. Then 5, on a Thursday, what's the 5th thing I'm going to do? I'm going to, I don't know, wash my clothes. This person that spread across all these things he needed to do in 1 section. He shouldn't be doing this. It shouldn't take you this time to clean your room. All it should take you is 1 day. Instead of doing this, you're gonna compress your time and say, I am not gonna give myself a whole week to clean my room. Cleaning my room is something that should take 2 hours max, or 1 hour or 30 minutes max. So guess what? Instead of spreading it across the days, I'm gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4, and all this represents all the things I need to do in that task that involves 30 minutes. Yeah, it's gonna take me 30 minutes to do all of this. This is far more better than giving yourself all this time that you don't really have, but you think time is unlimited. Use your brains wisely and think before you do actual things. The moral of this whole lesson I'm trying to tell you is this: do more with less time, or time will do less with you. Your life is a ticking clock. Every second marches forward. Are your seconds building your future, or are they burning your potential? If you want mastery over discipline, time, execution, book a one-on-one consultation with Big Nathan Consultations. Mindset, life, money, systems, even dragon slaying I offer. And if you're wasting time on calls, scheduling, stop. My AI receptionist works 24/7, booking, questions, reminders. Time saved is money earned. And I will end this with a scripture. Guard your time like your life depends on it, because it does. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 16, King James Version. Redeeming the time because the days are evil. This is Operation Pronto. Time is essential. Time is life. Time is everything. Big Nathan signing out. Take care.